Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Dirty Trucker 08. I'm Chris, and today we're going to try and take this piece of broken plastic and make it work again. Let's get into it. Now I know you're asking yourself, what does this piece of plastic do? Well, on my wife's 2000 Jetta, this fits up in between. You know what? Why don't I just show you? This fits up right next to where the controls are for the sunroof. It's just a cover that fits in there. And the tabs, as you can see, are broken. It's supposed to have a little metal clip on there that holds it up. You know, the front clips in, the back snaps up, and it holds it on. The problem we're having is all of the little plastic pieces where the metal tab is supposed to snap in, they're all broken. We've tried to use screws and it just falls apart. So today, we're going to try and fix this. If we can't fix this, we're going to try and make a whole new one. Hopefully, we can make this work. It'll be a little easier. Now the first thing we're going to have to do to this to make it work, since we are going to be putting screws in through the whole piece, is we're going to have to get this fabric off, because otherwise you're going to be seeing screw heads. And as you could see in the picture, we've redone the roof in that car. She wanted a black headliner instead of matching the color that was already there. So this has got to go. It needs to go it needs to go to the black color anyway. So this color, that's coming off. Easy peasy. Now, we've got to line up and space these, because you can see, look at that one right there. See on that one, you get that little bit of a rise, but all this plastic's going to be falling apart. We need to measure how high that needs to be before we just whack it off. If we go through the whole thickness of it, as you can see, 832 gives us from the front about 830 from the front to the back. So we know if we get an overall height like that, we should be good. Now as you can see, we sit there and we made it flat on both sides. That's where our two tabs are going to go in the back, because the front's just going to hook in, remember, and then the two tabs will actually snap up in the back. And this tool here is just an Allen wrench in case your switch stops working. For your sunroof, you can take that in there and then crank it to actually shut the sunroof, worst case scenario. Now that we've got those cut off, we need to make some spacers that are roughly 6 millimeters thick. This plastic here, the thickness here, was about 2.3. Assuming that the front and the ends are about the same, about a 6 mil riser should do the trick. Alright, so off camera, I went ahead and drilled the holes, and because I had to run to the hardware store because I realized that I didn't have any hardware to attach it. So what I've done is I drilled the holes, which you can see here. On this side, you can see I drilled 2 holes. Drilled the 2 holes on there. Bought metric, I think they're M4 bolts. But the problem I run into is the distance. I've got one in, and there leaves a spot for the second. It's too close to stack the washers right next to each other. And whenever you take a second bolt and you put it through here, you know, it slides right in, but your gap between those bolts is not. And when you look at the other side, it's the same thing. I don't have enough room to turn a second bolt on there, let alone have enough room for 2 stacks of washers. What I did was I went ahead and test fit it with just the single, now I can't get this other bolt out, with just the single bolt in there, and it snapped up in there like it's supposed to. So now, to get this project done. All I've got to do is scuff this up a little bit, put some spray glue on it and a little bit of headliner material, and then snap it into place, and it's done. But that's what I've done today. Not an amazing job. I'm not proud of this at all. The fact that I couldn't find hardware that had a countersinking head to be able to get that flush on there, I'm going to have to go ahead and trim just a little bit of the foam whenever I put that, because the headliner material has a foam backing and then the fabric over top of that. So what I'm going to have to do is actually trim a little bit of that foam where the head of the bolt here is, so that it doesn't have a lump whenever it's all together. It's just, you know, smooth and matches everything else. But aside from that, didn't turn out terrible. It'll actually function once it's in. You'll never notice, so I guess that's a win. In retrospect, knowing that, you know, 2 sets of bolts really don't fit, I'd have been better off just buying the 1 set and only drilling the single hole. But you live, you learn. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys got a little bit of something out of this quick video. And I'll see y'all next time.